All right, welcome everybody to season 4 of Do We Really Know Them? This is Omar. You've probably seen me before, and we're excited. We are now in our 4th season. This is the 47th episode, and we're excited today. You guys are probably wondering what I did in the summertime. So, before we bring in our wonderful guests who are supposed to be joining us here, let's show you guys what I did this summer, right? All right, because we haven't had the show since May. That was our season finale. Let's go ahead and show you here how I spent my summer. Now, I'm always interested in doing unique things, right? So, first thing is I like fishing. So I went fishing. I love to go fishing. That's one of the things that I did this summer, and that was interesting. I also did some construction. Ooh, I built a house, so that was kind of fun since May, and then so summer was kind of interesting. Okay, what else did I do? I traveled a bit too. I went to San Diego, and then I also went to Colorado. We taped some shows, so we will be in Colorado next week for those shows, and that will be exciting. And I saw also Donald Cohen. Donald Cohen is a fabulous guy, one of the most influential people who actually helped me in starting a program, and it's amazing. I also want to say a shout out to Aaron Gibson, Soul Man Live. He's the guy who actually did the intro for the show, the theme and the music, right? So we will be showing that later as the season goes on. We have some special guests this season. It's going to be interesting, right? So we're going to start out with the PMPs, project management from around the world. We have a couple of people who are supposed to be here. But this season, we're going to have people from Spain, people from Africa. We're going to do in-person interviews. So things different than before. And you notice I don't have a virtual background, right? So for the first time, I'm going to try something new where it's natural, where there's the plant and everything there in the background. So we're excited for that. And I'm going to show you who the guests are today. So I am part of their team. I'm going to share the screen here and show you guys the YouTube channel, the profile for it, and just introduce you who they are. You guys can subscribe to them and see what you guys think. So right here, negotiations for project managers. They're a wonderful group that actually reached out to me. The main person in the beginning was Mariana, and when she came on and noticed me, there was an email from her. She was impressed of what I do. So she reached out to me somewhere in 2024 and said, why wouldn't I bring these people as the first guests on the show? That would be interesting, bring them on, because having two guests, I'm not sure Mariana might not join us, but we'll have two guests in the first season for season 4, and we get to just ask them fun questions. That's exciting. Um, and so, yeah, I've been part of them. You see my pictures there, and all these wonderful people here. They're all over the world, and yeah, so check them out. Subscribe to their channel, and in a second, I'll bring them on to get to know who they are. And I do see our guests in the waiting room, so I'm gonna go ahead and bring them on here shortly. But hope you guys enjoyed the show today. And let me stop the sharing here. Okay, and then let's bring in our wonderful guest in the back, Robinson. Robinson, thank you for being
Hi,
on the program.
thank you. My
Awesome.
pleasure.
How are you this morning?
Pretty cool.
Awesome, awesome. I'm glad. Thank you for being here. And look, guess what? Our other guest is surprisingly showed up. Hello there,
Hi,
Mariana.
hi,
Welcome, welcome.
hi.
Hey,
Uh, what
So
makes me
sorry,
more pleasure than to bring you guys for
Yeah.
season 4? Two of my wonderful influencers or friends that we met, and you actually found me, right?
That's right.
Awesome. How are you doing this morning or this evening?
Wow, it's evening here.
Yeah.
It's 5 p.m. And we are actually enjoying our Sunday. It's very pleasant here. We are still some kind of in summertime, and I'm really looking forward to what you are going to find about us.
I'm excited as well. So, without further ado, I need applause here. Let me pull out the applause. We have some virtual applause in here. There we go. Let me make it louder. And I do see some other folks from also the team. If you guys are happy to come on, Ivan, I can bring you on later at the end.
Yes,
But let's
yes.
have fun. All right, these are all interesting questions, and we are live on YouTube, LinkedIn, and Facebook now. All right, here we go. Question 1. Okay, if you were tasked with preparing a meal for a company CEO, what dish would you decide to make for them? Let's start with Costello Robinson.
thank you. Thank you for asking. Indeed, I'm kind of related to cuisine and cooking. First, uh, before deciding which dish to prepare, I will look for some information about the CEO, like preferences, allergies, and any special preference for him or for her, right? And from there, I will probably cook some Peruvian fusion cuisine, which,
Amazing.
is one of the best of the world.
Mm. What consists of that food? Like what's the ingredients? I guess.
The ingredients, well, it varies. I can name like over 400 dishes, and I'm kind of short. The Peruvian cuisine is the evolution of several cuisines that came in the late 17th century, kind of, and thanks to the soil and the ingredients here, it evolved in time, right? It's a simple cuisine, but complex at the same time. As you probably heard, the Maido restaurant is the number one in the world. This 2025 was ranked number one. So I will probably prepare some seafood like ceviche, which is one of my favorites, and a very simple dish.
So this was a perfect question for you, actually. Perfect question.
Thank you.
I want to say hello to Leslie Flowers, good supporter. She does a show on Mondays and also Fridays. I believe it's 10 a.m. Eastern. All about helping people. And so watch her show. She has probably over like 10, 20 people all watching every Friday and Monday. And she has inspirational thing. Thank you for being here. Actually, this Wednesday we're doing a Super D. And I'm not gonna say, but she's gonna be a contestant on there. Okay, Mariana. You've been traveling, but can you tell us, please, something about this question?
Well, I can surely say that Rob is a foodie.
Yeah.
He can talk about food for 1 hour, and then because I don't like very long conversation or very long meetings,
Yeah.
I concluded the meeting in 5 minutes. Okay, we have to do this, but we all enjoyed talking about food and drinks. And I see when I come back to Facebook, I
Yeah.
see that he do eat a lot in restaurants and show us the pictures, and we are all so hungry. I know that Peruvian food is something very special. Also, we have in negotiations for project managers, we also have our team member from Mexico, Misael,
Yes.
Omar Misael.
Yeah.
They have their own food too, so everything is beautiful. But if I took someone to a restaurant and like company CEO, I would surely give them something very local,
Wow.
something
That's amazing.
traditional. Yes, you can talk about that food. You connect with them over that.
Absolutely.
So come to Slovenia. We have some local dish that are not known anywhere else. It's interesting. Everywhere you go, you are looking for something local. So this is probably the best thing to do. When we talk about drinks and the after party, and that's something different. I will not tell about that right now.
I know the Yugoslav people know how to party, right? And also the Spanish people, definitely. This is what Leslie would make here. That's awesome. Thank you so much for joining us. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and go to the next question. Okay. If you could instantly master one random skill, like beatboxing or juggling, what would it be and why? We're going to start with Mariana this time. What would it be?
Karate. So if it's related to sport and it's related to boxing,
Yeah.
I'm not sure what you wanted me to answer with that question. Is it something associated to, or it's related to sport?
Any skill. It doesn't have to be
Skill,
sports.
any skill.
Yeah.
Well,
Piano.
negotiations.
Yeah.
Duh.
You can negotiate.
Okay, we have a lot of books here just on negotiations,
Yeah.
and you are all welcome to join negotiations for project managers. So
Yeah.
I can give you this.
Yeah.
Tell Jensen, negotiation skills, master this. Never split the difference. All right, with Chris Voss. And getting to yes when boss says 20 times, no, you're not going to get a raise. Why should you get a raise? Well, maybe this will convince them. So yes, negotiation, definitely.
That's awesome. I like how you're prepared with the books already there. You just said it there. Robinson, you had a few seconds to think about it. Do you have any skills? I know you're a cook. What are your skills?
Well, cooking is a skill I learned I acquired a long time ago, but the latest skill and I have refined thanks to our program is negotiation. So I agree 101% with Marhana, and you have no idea all the things I have achieved just by sitting in negotiation mode. You won't believe it. The last 2 years have been really, really so uh, self-growing in the project management and business doing, relationship with people, and some other aspects of my life.
Amazing,
I don't
amazing.
know if I answer your question. I have other skills like sports. I play tennis, as you know. I do some martial arts, and Marhana does as Marhana does too. So we're kind of, I don't know, twin brothers. In
Husband and wife, maybe.
yeah,
Yeah, you bought a car for me, it's
I
yeah,
know.
yeah,
yeah.
If you guys ever want to do doubles, the tennis doubles, that would be interesting, right? Play against each other. Who would win though?
Yeah. Why not?
Okay, let's go on to the next one. Okay, you enter upscale restaurant with important guests, and suddenly remember you left your keys at home. How do you handle the situation? This is a negotiation one. Robinson, you're first this time.
Woo, you put it hard. But you know, um, I don't know. I will tell my guests that I've been so concerned and thinking so much about our meeting that I forgot the bloody keys at home, right? So I probably call someone and go to pick up them, or I don't know. But I would put the in in prime importance and priority the meeting, right? So I will let feel my guests that this meeting is so important that I forgot my keys.
Mariana, good answer. Good
Why
answer.
why do you need keys?
Yeah,
Why do you need keys? Well, you entered the restaurant and you are with people, so you don't need to go home, do you?
yeah.
Maybe make them enjoy so very well that you don't have to go to sleep at home.
Okay, excellent. Let's move on. Okay, what's your go-to guilty pleasure that you'll be defined your whole heart? What is something that Mariana, your guilty pleasure, something, ice cream or some kind of a food that makes you, oh, I just want to eat this all day.
Oh, something special. Well, you know, when you have kids and three dots.
Three dogs. Wow.
No, three dots. Dots. It's when you have
Pets.
dog, when you have kids,
Yeah.
everything else is on the side suddenly.
Ah,
So
okay.
I guess first on the first place you have your family, and well, you have to negotiate with them first. And I guess when you have some time, you can do other things too. And I'm not so sure. Go guilty something maybe. No, I don't find anything right now.
Okay, that's good. I
No.
want to say hello to Charles, all the way in Hong Kong. I think it's late over there, almost midnight. Thank you for joining us. Very, very far away. Okay, Robinson, what do you think?
Well, you mentioned ice cream, right? Like a guilty pleasure. Did I hear well?
Yes.
Okay, so I will say wine. I'm a wine lover. So if
Okay.
there is something I cannot resist, it's a very good wine. No matter the color, no matter the type, it's wine. One is my weaknesses.
What is
And
your favorite? Red wine or white wine? What is your
It depends.
ah?
Depends. It depends of the pairing you're doing. It's up to the kind of food you're enjoying with the wine. Yes.
Amazing,
Yeah.
amazing, awesome. All right, let's move on.
you must mention pisca.
Oh yes, of course. But I wanted to probably some people on the audience doesn't know what pisco is, but pisco is a drink originated in Peru over 4.5 centuries ago. Like
Oh, wow.
tequila, like vodka, like champagne. Pisco is very old, and I will take the morning to explain how it was born and go back to the viceroy in the before when we were a colony of the Spanish kingdom. But it's a long story, right? But if you ever can try to enjoy pisco sour, it was very popular in Hollywood like 40 years ago.
Oh,
Yep.
wow, that's awesome. Thank you for the explanation. Now all our viewers are going to go get that right now. They're going to go ahead and try to see if you can buy some. Okay,
Okay.
all right. Let's go on to the next one. Okay, all right. So you guys, okay. So you are from Slovenia with a love inside, which I misspelled, and then you're from Peru. Tell me something in your countries that our audience want to go. Let's say they travel tomorrow. They want to go to Slovenia. And then what would we see first? Let's start with you. The most, it was part of the former Yugoslavia. But tell us, if let's say we travel tomorrow there, we have 24 hours in your country. What would you take us? Where was the first thing you would take us? We got off the airport. We would go
Yeah.
where, Mariana?
Okay, Omar, thank you for this question because I must mention that Slovenia and Peru are quite different, but not in that way. Maybe Slovenia is like a pocket country, very small, and
Ah,
Peru is big. But we all have caves, we all have landscape, we all have seaside, very beautiful. So if you don't have much time, and you would like to see everything in one day or maybe two, then welcome to Slovenia. And the first thing I recommend to see, everyone does, is the capital city, Ljubljana. We have a castle in the let's say small hill, and also Postojna cave. This is something we are very how to say proud of. Also visit our sea, maybe Porto Rose. It's awesome. And yeah, as I said, everything is beautiful, smaller than you're used to. So in 2 hours, you can see a lot of things.
so you guys have a sea there next to your country, right?
Yes.
That's awesome. That's awesome. First, before I get to Robinson, I want to say hello to a new friend. I think his name is Sasha. He's in the UK. I actually met him yesterday through the online. So thank you for joining us. So we have UK, we have Hong Kong, we have Peru, we have Slovenia, and we have America. So we have four different. Okay, Robinson, let's spend 48 hours in your country. Where would you take us?
I definitely will take you to Machu Picchu.
Oh wow!
Probably you have heard it's very famous.
Yes.
Yes, it's called the navel of the world because of many characteristics of that city. It's the highest, I guess, ruin in the world made of stone. Right. So if you ever come to Peru, you can miss Machu Picchu. It's very cosmopolitan city place. I will definitely tell you go to Machu Picchu and drink some pisco sours with a ceviche.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I have heard of
Yeah,
it. Yeah, I was actually flew on Zooperly about Machu Picchu. So yeah,
yeah.
our friend also was on Zooperly, but unfortunately they were kind of tricky questions. Appreciate you trying out. Awesome. All right, let's go on to the next one here. Okay, what makes social media unique in our world now? Why are people in your mind think that social media, especially LinkedIn, like that we have to post, we have to connect with people? Robinson, let's start with you. How long have you been on social media? Why are people so addicted to it? Why do they love social media? I guess you can say that.
Well, my technically, social media allowed people to connect from all over the world and find people you haven't seen in decades. Indeed, I have found on social media uh, guys that I haven't heard of them 30 or 40 years ago, right? So it's like an extension of your arm. You know, you can quote unquote touch anyone or connect anyone wherever they are. So that's the magic of social media, and probably the cause of addiction. You know, it's something you have to have a lot of self control on it too, because you can be absorbed by that.
Absolutely, that's true. Can you tell us a story of something that happened with social media that was disturbing for you, and did you overcome it or something like that? Do you have any stories you can tell us?
Oh well, yes. I could find, as I said, friends I haven't seen in ages, and they say, "Hey, how are you, man? Do you remember me?" Well, I had when it comes to guys, probably some scam don't have hair anymore, and they're like me, for instance, you know. And I say, hey, I remember you with a lot of curly hair. Yeah, yeah, that was like 35 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, and that was really funny and so good to see people again, you know, and find how they are, know about their families, what they're doing. and also share knowledge, and lately shared for free in a safe environment some the chance to learn how to negotiate. By the way,
Awesome, awesome. All right, that's good. Marianne, how about you? By the way, if you guys are tuning us in right now, this is our fourth season premiere, episode 47. We have two guests, one in Slovenia, one in Peru, and Marianne is about to give her answer about why is social media something that's amazing in our times. Go ahead.
Well, I can say that everything Rob said is about true. So about connecting with people, and since today we know much more people than in past, I can say not possible. It's not possible to communicate with everyone daily and so on. So that's why somehow you can stay with them, even though if you are not actively communicating with everyone. But I would like to say that lately I noticed that there's too much fake news, especially with AI, when you can create a video with something familiar to you and you just don't know what is true. And you say, okay, I'm just going out of this. I'm going to shut down. I'm just going to read a book physically. So I do believe that there is just too much commercial part, too much scam going on social media. That's why I think that it might be that we will somehow not be that active anymore.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's how it's becoming more and more. In the beginning, 10, 15 years ago, when we got on it, we were all amazed by this new thing. The cell phones came out and all this, and we were like, oh, everybody's on it. But it became a habit now. Everybody has to use it, kind of thing. So it's kind of interesting, but kind of that. So good points, true points. You got to balance it out. And you have to have the balance between that. You're adding that. It's not going to go away. You need to have it in your life, but you got to balance it more. It's another thing that's been added. Like, if you imagine, like, 100 years ago, right? They didn't have this. Now we got to add another 2 hours or 3 hours of this 2 hour schedule, plus the sleep, plus the eating, plus the other stuff. Where the plus work, So we add that there. So, okay, excellent. And I think we're almost done. So a couple more questions. Okay, this is a question we asked for everybody. 46 people. We're ahead of you. We have 2 people today, so it's going to be 47, 48. If I were to create a product or a concept to benefit humanity, what would it be? Mariana, we'll start with you. What is something that you would create for humanity in our time?
Wow. I would wish to have unlimited resources for that. Because with imagination, it's limitless. And there's no problem to have some idea to do something good. The problem is always in resources. But what you can do is to more openly offer some support to people that needs it. So with product, I would say something related to support. If that is helping a neighbor, or if that is training a skill like negotiations, I think that would be it.
Okay. That's
Something
awesome.
that creates value, something that puts some positive impact on people.
Amazing. Robinson?
absolutely, I agree 100% with Marge. Definitely, I will create a product or a service that helps people to enhance their skills and be more competitive in especially for those countries where the scarcity is so big and you have so much natural talent, but since they don't have the resources, they can't ever make it. So you always have that feeling that what about if I have helped this girl, this little girl, or this boy to become the next number one in tennis or the next number one athlete or whatever, a scientist, so it somehow help people to reach to find out their limits, their capabilities, and help them to improve that skills, born skills, right?
Amazing. Awesome. That's awesome. I'll say hello to Lisa. She's in the Caribbean islands, and so we're basically going all the time zone. Like if you start with Arizona, go over to Peru, then go over to the Caribbeans, and then go over to the UK. We have almost everybody there. Like we can just do a stop and just have a map all over these people there. So that's amazing. As the show go, no, normally the show is at noon, which starts now. But since it's a special first season, I wanted to start a little bit earlier, and then next week we're gonna have actually an in-person interview, and so we're gonna travel to Colorado. Actually, I was there, but it's gonna look like I'm in Colorado at that time, and people won't know. Wink, wink. And so we're gonna do 2 in-person interviews. We'll be flying to Colorado. That'll be interesting. 2 people from the past, and so we're almost there. I do see Ivan from the team here. I can bring him up if he wants to speak. But the last question is basically about the. Let me go back to the questions here. Okay, it's about. Tell us about you, right? What are you guys about? How did you guys start the PMP? I know we connected. I still have the email from when you sent it to me. It's like, Omar, I like what you do, and tell us about like how did you guys, I guess, meet? So this segment right now is about you guys, how you guys met, why do you guys like each other? Why you guys are not in an argument? And then you're always been together for 3 years. So let's talk about that. Like, where did you guys start? I can bring Ivan up here too if he's interested. I see him there. Anybody else from the team? Misha, let's text him and let him know they can join now. But yeah, whoever wants to start and speak on that first.
As I always say, ladies first.
Okay, thank you. So I cannot resist to answer. We met during the COVID time. It was the time when you couldn't go out and you still have the internet. And it was amazing that we connected over the world. And somehow I was involved in project with Lima Peru chapter. So this is PMI Lima Peru chapter. And that's where we actually met. So we were coaches, English coaches for Lima Peru chapter. And sometime after these sessions we had, it was a quiet time, and I said, "Okay, let's go do something." So I miss you guys. Let's do something, and I did find that training negotiations for project managers is a great idea because knowing technical project management, this is not enough. You're always negotiating with every stakeholder. And why don't we improve that? Also, the English part. So we were always discussing in English, and it helped us both ways, in English and negotiations. So after a while, I guess, after one project, we went to another and another. It was never enough. I guess we just wanted to stick together, do something.
Oh, wow. So 2020 was really the turning point for a lot of people, right?
Mhm.
And even when I did my show too, Zoom Party, that 2020. So for people, some people went down. It's interesting because in April, I lost a job, and then I got another job a month later. So it's a blessing like that. So that's amazing. I know, Ivan, we put you on stage there. Ivan, so you guys met during some kind of, you were trying to learn English, teach each other English kind of thing, right?
Yes, we were teaching English.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
And so it's interesting. You have some like Latin American. Ivan, where's Ivan? Where's he located? Ivan.
He's from Lima too.
He's in Lima as
Lima,
well.
Peru. Yeah.
Have you guys met? Like Costello?
In person?
I mean,
In person, I don't think so.
You have been okay. Ivan, are you there? Can you hear us?
Hi.
welcome. Unexpectedly, I brought you on the program here, but you don't need to bring your camera. But welcome. How are you today?
Hi, I'm good. Resting on my weekend.
Awesome. We're talking about how you guys had met and got the team together, right? So, Robinson, how about you? Go ahead and tell us about that experience when you guys met and decided to do that. Was it Mariana's idea or your idea to start the PMP team?
No, indeed, we met thanks to the pandemic in the twenties, and it was Sergio Vasquez, who's not unfortunately he's not here, and he spread the new we're recruiting coaches for the English Academy, and that was a wonderful idea. And Marhana, Ivan, and me were coaches, and for some reason we connect so much that the group survived for I don't know 3 years, right? And then in 2023, Marhana came with this bright idea of creating a negotiation group. And guess what? Here we are about to reach to celebrate 2 years of a negotiation program, right? It is a so strong bond, and it's incredible because we have never met in person. But I'm willing to travel to Slovenia or whenever I can, or if Mahana can ever make it to visit Lima. You know, she knows that I'll be very pleased to escort her and to know the country. And it's a. I want to rescue this idea. You know, it's incredible the power of collaboration when you agree on a common solid interest, and it is incredible how we get the time to contribute to a project like this. Ivan has helped a lot, and also Misael, who's unfortunately you didn't invited him, and some other like 15 more people that it would be too long to mention all of them.
Amazing. If you want to bring them on, yeah, you can text them. They can come on as well if they're open on that, definitely. So put it in the group chat. But I have to say, too, of all the groups, you guys reached out to me. I had the email on September 29, 2024, which will be a year almost. And so I'm happy to celebrate the anniversary with you guys. But,
Omar, let me interrupt you. So when I first saw your show, and you were not famous at that time,
I'm still not famous.
I noticed that. I know that you are some kind of amazing, and it shows. So that's why I just said it's like recognizing a talent. That's why I welcomed you to our show, also to Negotiations for Project Managers. And if it's the appropriate time next month, this time, we could have a birthday celebration together. So you're invited there too. Absolutely. You made some introduction to our event already. And we had a great selling event about cars. And you were our CEO. And I think this is a great collaboration.
It is. Yeah. No, I was going to say that of all the teams I met with before during COVID, you guys were the most respectful, the most kind, the most joking. And I like the collaboration with you guys. I mean, there are some teams who are silly, some people who are just not there. But you guys, and especially your background with the Yugoslavian, my background too, that we connect in that sense. And but it's great. And Castello, he's also awesome. So you guys make a good team. You guys have a good chemistry in terms of doing these together, the humor, the jokes. And so I wanted to bring you guys as the first guest of season 4. Usually I have one guest, but then we had 2 today and had the team too. And so that's awesome. Ivan, did you want to say any words there? I know you're sitting there in the back there having some chips or Coca-Cola or something, but please join us. And bring in anybody else from the team, text them, see if they want to join. I'm not sure if they're available, but
Can you turn on the camera? And just wondering, are you in front of your books or you are somewhere else?
He's studying for the exam.
Oh, I will try to. Where's my? Let me.
Okay, he's gonna rejoin. I think that's the thing. What about
while he's connecting? While he's connecting,
the device is not connected.
Yeah.
He's disconnected there.
So one time, Ivan showed to our show. He come and he used the virtual background from the space.
Oh
no!
So he had the planets all over, and he was very mysterious. So I wonder what he will show right now.
No.
There he is.
Now
He's
I,
a real person.
Oh, we never saw the real one.
oh,
Always been
sorry.
avatar. So we
It's
have
too
two
much.
Peruvians here, Slovenian and also Yugoslav, I guess, or a positive.
No, Slovenia, please. Yes.
Okay, Slovenian.
Yeah.
Oh,
Welcome. Thank you for joining
okay.
us.
Thank
So
you.
tell us when you met these wonderful or crazy people. No, I'm just kidding. When did you meet
No,
them?
I consider it my friends,
Thank
Okay,
you.
and I
tell us
was
your first meeting with them. When did you first meet them?
I really don't remember. I was as Robinson said in the English Academy,
Mhm.
and
In the
then
pandemic time.
I get a message from Mariana requesting some volunteers to join her in her idea. The group, that's a great idea. And as I always say, why not?
So, that's
So,
I love that. I love that.
Why not?
as
Yes.
this is our, let's say, long-term initiative. Sometimes people join and then they leave according to their time schedule. So we accept all that and we stay friends. So that's basically what we do. And what we are doing is offering support to participants, and we are doing it voluntarily, everyone.
amazing, awesome. All right, we're almost gonna end here. Too bad the other team are not making it. They didn't come in yet, or anybody else. But appreciate you guys.
Oh, I can make them.
Last
Just wait.
question here before we end the program here. Yeah, bring anybody else. See if the other
I
guys.
will ask them. Yes.
Yeah. See if they can come in here and they can pop in a little bit. But thank you guys again for being on the program. Your last minute thoughts. I hope the questions were not too big. We can do virtual hugs right here. And
Yes.
we'll start with Robinson. Appreciate you being on the program.
My
Closing
pleasure.
thoughts, and I knew this program would be almost an hour because it's the first season premiere. People would want to be excited to see that. But yeah, tell us your closing thoughts, Robinson. Thank you for being here on the season premiere of Do We Know Them?
My pleasure.
Your pleasure. That what? That's it. That's all.
Well, it's a closure. It's a closure.
Be more. Be more.
I can say thank you, and that's enough, right?
Be more
No.
detailed.
No, I actually I thought this is a 1 hour show.
Yeah.
And you did mention that we could get a question like, what would you do if you saw a whale in the sea and approaching you? So if you have any more question, okay. I think Rob was very scared for to get a question that he could not answer. So if you have something like that, it would be fun to see what he does.
Awesome.
I will try with some questions too. No
Mhm.
problem for me.
Awesome. You enjoyed it? Yeah, maybe we'll bring you on the 100th episode or something. So this was episode 47. I started this show a couple of years ago. Thank you guys again for joining us. I don't think the other guys are going to join in, right? Hopefully they will, but
It's a short notice.
it's short notice. Yeah.
Yeah.
They've seen it before. That's
Yeah.
okay. So anyway, guys, thank you again for joining us. Next week, we're going to be in Colorado with 2 interviews back to back in person, not online. First time ever. So we're changing things up. And appreciate you joining us. We had 2 fabulous guests today. Mariana, all the way in Europe, and she was on the road trip. She just arrived, just dropped almost there. And then we have 2 in South America. All right, guys, I'm going to play the end credits. We'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Take care.
Bye.
Be safe. Bye-bye.